In a quiet suburban neighborhood where everyone knew everyone, at least on the surface, there lived a 14-year-old Malik Turner. A black boy with a gentle smile and a habit of fixing broken gadgets just for fun. He lived with his mother in a small brick house at the end of Willow Street, a place where lawns were neatly trimmed and neighbors waved even when they didn't truly care. For the most part, Malik minded his own business. School, basketball, helping his mom. He repeating the same rhythm every day like a safe little song. But one Wednesday afternoon, that rhythm shattered. Malik was walking home from school, backpack hanging loose from his shoulder, headphones in his ears. As he turned onto Willow Street, he noticed something unusual. His neighbor Mrs. Bradford, a stern woman in her mid-50s, standing outside her house with her hands on her hips. She was staring directly at him. The moment he stepped onto the sidewalk near her yard, she pointed at him sharply. "You! Stop right there." Malik pulled off his headphones and confused. He said, "Ma'am." Her voice trembled with anger, or fear, he couldn't tell. "I know what you did. Don't play innocent. You tried to break into my garage this morning." Malik blinked. "What? I've been at school all day." But she wasn't listening. She marched closer, her face tight with accusation. She said, "Don't lie to me. I saw a boy, your height, your skin tone, running from my garage. And now here you are pretending nothing happened." Malik felt his chest tighten. The air suddenly seemed heavier. He said, "Ma'am, it wasn't me." Before he could explain, other neighbors started peeking through windows. A few stepped outside. Eyes, curious, suspicious, fell on him, and Malik felt something he had felt once before in a grocery store, and another time in a mall. A quiet kind of judgment. A silent assumption. A heavy, invisible weight. Within minutes, Mrs. Bradford had called the police. Malik stood frozen on the sidewalk as two officers pulled up. His hands shook, though he wasn't guilty of anything. One of the officers approached slowly. He said, "Son, we just need to ask you a few questions." Malik nodded. "Okay." But Mrs. Bradford interrupted, shouting. "That's him. I know it. Look at him, he fits the description." The officer turned to her. "Ma'am, you said the person was wearing a red hoodie. This boy isn't." Mrs. Bradford hesitated. "Well, maybe he changed. You know how these kids are." The other officer frowned. "Did you see his face?" She paused again. It was dark, but he ran like him. Malik's heart hurt, not because he was afraid, but because he knew exactly what she meant. Like him. As if Black was already half guilty. Just as the situation was escalating, another neighbor. Mr. Jennings, a quiet old man who rarely spoke, walked over holding his tablet. "I think you might all want to see this," he said. He showed the officers and Mrs. Bradford a security camera video from his porch. It clearly showed a thief wearing a red hoodie, with tattoos on his arms, running from the garage. The boy was older, taller, and looked nothing like Malik. Mrs. Bradford's face lost its color. The officers turned to Malik. "Sorry, son. You're free to go." Malik nodded but didn't move. He felt rooted to the spot, the shame washing over him even though he had done nothing wrong. Mrs. Bradford stammered. I must have been mistaken." Malik looked at her, not with anger, but with exhaustion. "It's okay to be mistaken," he said softly. "But it's not okay that the first person you thought of, was me." Her lips parted, but no words came. That night, Malik sat with his mother at the dining table, his untouched dinner growing cold. "I didn't do anything," he whispered. His mother placed her hand on his. "I know. But sometimes, people see color before they see truth." Malik looked at his reflection in the window. His brown skin, his messy curls, his tired eyes. For the first time, he wondered if this would always be a part of his life. But then his mother added, "And that's why your truth has to be louder. You showed dignity today, even when others didn't." Malik nodded slowly. A small spark of strength returned to his chest. The lesson we got from this incident is: prejudice doesn't always shout. Sometimes it whispers in assumptions, in glances, in the way innocence must defend itself louder than guilt. But truth has a way of shining through, especially when courage stands with it.